Well, Anna, thank you so much for helping my project. Could you say a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I'm Anna Anderson. I just graduated from Carnegie Mellon University. I'm a major in creative writing and professional writing. So, yeah.
What kind of creative writing do you like to do?
Oh, I really like fiction. I also like screenwriting too, but yeah, fiction is my bread and butter.
But present day stuff, futuristic stuff, historical stuff,
Oh, yeah, more of like literary fiction. So, like kind of realistic, sad, that kind of vibe.
like drama, like
hmm
heart
hmm
wrenching, sorrowful. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened to this person type of story.
Sort of, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing.
That I look forward to reading your works.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you plan to be a novelist?
I do. I wrote a collection of short stories as my thesis this year, so I should try and get it published. That's the goal.
That would be amazing. I'd love to read them.
Oh, thank you so much.
So did you know that NASA is planning to send people to the moon in 2024?
No, I didn't know that.
Do you know the last time we had people on the moon?
No, no idea.
What do you think, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100?
I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I only know like the first moon landing, and that was all the way back in like 63 or something, like a really long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, very close. 1969 is the first time we landed on the moon, and 1972 is the last time. So that's how long it's been. So what do you think about sending people back to the moon?
I think it's really cool. Um, I'm not entirely sure like what it would do practically, but I think it's still really neat.
Yeah, the practical thing is an interesting consideration. Will it be a source of material for Earth? Will we somehow figure out how to create power? Will we discover something new that improve Earth? You have like these Earth-centric reasons to wonder if we're going to get anything good out of it. But there's another aspect to look at. Whenever you look out the far future of humanity, do you think humans will only be on the Earth, or that we will actually be expanding throughout the solar system and beyond? Like, what's your vision?
I think it'd be really cool if we could colonize the moon. Do I think it's feasible? That's like another story, but I'm not an expert in those things, so I can't really say.
But you're an expert about stories.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw the movie The Martian or something. And he starts like colonizing Mars. Well, only one guy, but yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, and not it is it's a really well, one good thing is he didn't have to worry about interpersonal conflict with being only one person. He got along with everybody there, except
That's true.
uh, um, let's see. Uh, so, I mean, if your vision of humanity is, eventually being able to have a city on Mars and, kind of like these colonies in space, the moon seems like kind of like the first step towards figuring out how to do that.
Yeah, that's true. It is the closest thing to us astronomically. That yeah.
Um, so if it was safe and affordable, uh, would you go to space?
Yeah, if it was both safe and affordable, I would go to space. That would be really cool. Yeah.
Now, how safe would it have to be? Like, one way to think about it is how many people would have to go and come back before you felt comfortable?
Um, I guess like the same statistics as like driving a car, for instance, about um like, for accidents and deaths, like about the same level I think would be reasonable and I would try it.
Like maybe an accident out of every 500 things, but it's not fatal, and like one fatal accident like out of every 100,000 car rides or something crazy. thing like that, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. As long as the odds are low of death, I would try it.
That makes sense. And how far would you go? Just to orbit around the Earth, or would you go to the moon and back, or would you see yourself as a colonist right there in the Martian on Mars?
Huh. Wow, that'd be crazy. I could definitely see myself orbiting because that wouldn't like take that long. Maybe the moon, but I don't know. Mars seems pretty distant. I don't know. I might like miss the Earth or something, or I don't know. Are there other people like still living here in this scenario? You know?
Yeah, 8 billion people living here, 1 million people living on Mars.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, it depends if I could like, find some friends or family also living there, and then I would try it for sure.
Um, is there anybody that you would want to send to Mars?
Not in particular.
Um, so the Discovery Channel is having a reality TV show contest next year called "Who Wants to Be an Astronaut?" With like all of these contests and things that people have to do, and the winner gets to go to the International Space Station for 8 days. If you had to create a challenge for that show, what challenge would you create?
Probably something like with survival skills, because I guess that would be important to live on another planet. I guess like exercise and just basics of living on another planet, which I'm not sure what that entails, but yeah, growing like plants and stuff, like agriculture, I think in that movie was a complicated process, but like you got the hang of it. Um, Stuff like that. Yeah,
I have trouble getting a hang of growing stuff here on Earth, so the idea of getting it to work out there is seems really um, extraordinary.
definitely.
Yeah, uh, one of the astronaut candidates was asked if you could bring something to Mars, what would you bring? And she said Matt Damon and ketchup, since he grew like potatoes.
That's really funny.
Um, so I see this as being like a time capsule for people 50 years, 100 years from now, kind of looking back at this time right before we take those first new steps on a new world. And what would you like for those people who are looking back at this, 100 years from now, let's say, what, 2121? Wow. What would you want them to know about our time?
Uh, I guess I would say congratulations on making it so far and doing amazing things, because it seems pretty incredible right now. I mean, the only people who go to space are astronauts who are like trained and like very small special population. So if so, that's an amazing achievement and very cool. And I hope you enjoy yourself in space.
Sounds good. You just celebrated your graduation from Carnegie Mellon University. In a way, they would be celebrating a graduation of sorts 100 years
That's
from
true.
now.
Yeah, big achievements.
Well, I really appreciate your time. Is there anything that you'd like to add that we didn't get to talk about?
No, I thought it was a really interesting interview though. So thank you so much for your questions.
Well, thank you so much for your generosity.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, well, you have a good rest of your evening, and I only interview one person at a time, so you're safe until the end of 2024.
Sounds good. It was no problem.
Good deal. Well, thank you. Enjoy your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.